What's up, YouTube? Yeah, here. I've been wanting to do a video like this for a little while since I've started playing Tarkov here like a couple months ago. I watch a lot of Twitch streamers and I notice a lot of them that are like just starting out don't know how to put some certain mods on their guns just because there's extra parts and things like that. So I just wanted to show you guys a little rundown of these guns here. So I'll be doing the M4, the AK-74N, the U, and the AKM, just for this video. If I get enough likes or comments to do more, I'll end up doing another video on the SMGs and the pistols. So yeah, let's just jump in here to the. Well, I guess we'll start out with the M4 here. So this is your basic M4. You can buy from Peacekeeper. I think it's level 2 or level 3. You can start buying M4s from him, and I wouldn't actually recommend buying them from him outright with American dollars, because it's that comes out roughly to like 100,000 rubles, which is kind of crazy. You can actually just trade 4 of these MP153s, and you only need a certain part of this gun. You can actually sell the other parts to Skier for a good amount of money. But these shotguns are just really common on scavs in-game. So this is the way I'd recommend getting these M4s. I have like 15 that I never bought one from this guy. They've all come from farming these shotguns here over time. But so this is your basic M4 you'll get from him when you trade. And one of the biggest things I've seen is a lot of people don't know how to get suppressors on this gun. And you can actually get 2 types of suppressors, I believe, for the M4, and I think they're both off of Peacekeeper. You can actually get this hybrid 46. This will actually go on the M4 as well as any of these other guns. The hybrid is the one that works, I believe, with the AK-74N and U and the M4, so this will work for all of them. You actually can't just buy the suppressor and put it right on there. It won't work. You'll go to buy this, try to put it on there, and it won't pop up, and you will be a little confused. I remember that happened to me when I first started playing. I was like so psyched just to unlock suppressors, tried to get one on there, and I couldn't figure out why. But you gotta buy this here. It's the DT mount. It's an extra attachment. You have to buy this with this suppressor, and that will actually pop up when you go to mod the gun. So I already have it on there, I believe. It's actually attached to the suppressor. Where's the suppressor at? Let's see. Here it is. So let me see. Let me try and take this part off. Now it should come off. There we go. So there's that part. Go to mod it, go to the front end of it, and you'll see that pop up right there. And then an extra square will pop up, and then you can actually add that onto there. And then you're good to go with the suppressor. Another thing I believe a lot of people don't know about is, or not a lot of people, but some people can get confused about this. You'll want to put a longer barrel on this. I think I already have this one on here, yeah. So let's just say you want to switch barrels, and you go to buy a barrel, which is also on Peacekeeper. You can see it there. It's just an M4 barrel. They have 2 different types: a 260 millimeter and 370 millimeter barrel. The longer barrel, I believe, gives more velocity. So it actually will increase like bullet punch. I don't know if that's an actual thing right now, but I believe it's something they're going to want to add into the game later on. So you can, like, the more velocity there is in the bullet, the more powerful bullet punch. So when you get hit from a bullet and you're wearing armor, it's more kickback you'll feel when you get hit by a bullet. But I'm not sure if that's implemented right now, but that would be the main thing that I think these barrel lengths are for. But so you go to change your barrel, and then you want to use it, and it ends up turning red and you don't know why. You actually have to take the gas block off of this one, which is right here. It looks like the sight, but it's a gas block. And there's actually 2 or 3 different types you can buy from Peacekeeper as well. This is a low profile. This is what it looks like. You can actually use this one as well, but you just have to take it off, and then you go to switch barrels, and then you have to put it back on this one, and then you'd be good to go there. I believe that the M4 is probably the easiest gun to mod in this game. There's not too many parts that you need extra for, just besides the silencer, and that'll go for all the other guns as well. Obviously, you have to buy just both those parts, and then this not this suppressor here. It's the other one. Where is it? I thought I just put it on here. Oh yeah, I left it on the longer barrel. Let's see here. Yeah, there it is. So you can actually use this one for any of those guns. But other than that, I don't think anything specific for the M4 is too hard to put on. So say you want to add a angled sight onto your gun, and you have a scope on there, but you want something for close quarters, so you'd actually just buy this MPR 45. It doesn't say that it's an angled sight, but it's actually an angled sight that'll hang off to the side, and this is actually purchased from Peacekeeper. Towards the top, yeah, here it is, MPR 45 backup mount. You buy that, and then you can actually just mod that onto your gun right here, and then you can add a sight to it, so you can actually have a angled sight for close range, and then that'll be good to go right there. So that's where you buy that from. I don't actually know which level it is that you're able to get that off of them, but that's how that would work there. Everything else here I think is pretty much self-explanatory. For this gun, you buy a part, you want it, you put it on there. If I'm forgetting something too, don't forget to remind me in the comments. Oh wait, here actually, this handguard is actually moddable. A lot of people don't know about that either. People will like the look of this, and they won't like the fact that you can't put any grips on it, right? So you actually have to buy a Picatinny rail, which is this thing here, not this grip, but this little part. See, and you can actually attach that to this handguard, so you can put a foregrip on it. And who do you buy it from? I believe it is definitely not Skier. It's this is Peacekeeper as well. So you can actually choose between a 2-inch, a 4-inch, and a 6-inch guide. And you buy one of these, and then you can actually mod this handguard. You can put as many as you can fit on here. And the advantage of this longer handguard is you can just add more shit to it. Unlike this Chris here is very short, so you'd only be able to add one thing on the bottom, one thing on the side, and one thing on the top. But with this one, it's much longer, so you can actually add something up here, something back here, down here. It's just that's the advantage of this. So you buy that Picatinny, and then you just slap that on there, and then you can put a foregrip on there, and that's how you take care of that problem there. But other than that, yeah, the M4 is pretty easy to customize. So let's jump over to the AK, I guess. We'll do the AK. This is the same gun. This just has a folding stock to it. See? Make it a little bit smaller. Say you wanna go into a raid and you find a gun you want. Can't fit in your backpack. This is a good gun to have, so you can actually just put this gun in your backpack, fold it up, and then you can just take that place and hold it in your inventory. That's the main reason I like this gun right here. I actually bought this one just for a throwaway gun pretty much, but so AKs, when you start them out, let's see, they actually look pretty shitty. A lot of people don't mind, but this is kind of how they start out. You know, you got the shitty wooden grip, pistol grip, and then you have that wooden handguard there. And you can actually buy handguards outright. You don't have to change much. You just buy these are the three you can actually buy: the MOE, AKM, the B10, and the CAA. These will all just go out right onto your AK without changing anything. You can just interchange them. But there's actually a specific one that I just took off there that you saw, which is actually involves having to change your gas tube right here. You'd actually to put this here on there, so I can take this off. So this is a VDM CS gas tube right here, and that's actually purchased off of Peacekeeper as well. He sells a lot of the shit you need. He'll sell that grip, and this is the VDM gas tube right here. It specifically lets you put this on your AKs. If you try to buy this and put it on your AK, it won't work. You have to buy this VDM here, this gas tube. So you buy that gas tube, and then you're able to use that which is that grip is my favorite, I think, out of all of them. You slap that on there, and then you go down here and it'd pop up, and then you'd be able to put this on there. And the same handguard works pretty much exactly like the M4 handguard as well, with these Picatinny rails. So because it won't come with this, it'll come like this. You won't be able to put much on there. Like you'll go to try and buy a foregrip, and you're like, what the fuck, I can't put it on here. So you actually have to buy this Picatinny rails from Peacekeeper as well, and then you'll be able to do the same thing. It all works the same as the M4. You just buy these Picatinny rails, and you'll be able to mod the hell out of it. And then, but just remember this gas tube right here, the VDM. That's what's needed, and a lot of people get confused by this sometimes. They'll end up losing this. I remember I kept on losing this, and I didn't realize that once you put your handguard on there, watch what happens to that VDM. It turns into a grip. So it's the same thing shows up. It actually becomes a part of that gas tube. So if you were to remove this whole thing, your gas tube would be gone. See? Because it'd go with the handguard, which is confusing. Just remember that you can take it off down here, and you'll still see the gas tube there. A lot of people end up losing their shit because they end up losing their gas. They're like, what the fuck happened to it? But yeah, you just gotta remember that if you put that handguard on there, it'll become a part of that, and so when you take it off up here, it'll just disappear. See? No more gas tube. Boom, see, it's still there. Another thing a lot of people have troubles with is the mounting a sight, because you can actually mount a sight on the front end. Once you put any of these on here, you can put a sight on the front of it, which it works. It's just it looks kind of weird. But the only way you can actually put anything on this AK on the back here is you buy one at these Tactula 10,000 mounts. Put that on there, and you're able to put a sight there. See? And those can actually be purchased, if I'm not mistaken, from Skier. Yeah, Skier right here. A lot of people try to go and use this, but this is specifically for the AK-74, and we'll get into that AK here in a minute. But it's right under that one. It's right here. You buy that, and then you're able to slap that on your dust cover to put your sight on there. And I'm just gonna double check, make sure there's anything else I'm missing here. Oh yeah, if you do decide to buy one of these with the foldable stocks, you won't be able to customize the butt pad for this. This is the only one that'll work for this, is when you buy the one with the folding stock. These are essentially the same guns. This one can be shorter, and you can, like I said earlier, you can, if you find a really good gun that's too long for your backpack, you can just fold this up, put it in there, and put that longer gun in on your sling. But that is the downside. No customizing the back. So if you want to customize that, you want to buy one of these. And I actually like to buy one of these and just trade it out. Take that off, and you can mod it to be black. And you buy these AK pistol grips from Skier as well. Nothing special about that. Buy the handle, put it on there. It's easy, and that's from Skier. This grip will work on all the AKs, the AK-74U, the N, and the AKMs as well. And I think this one has the best ergonomics out of all of them as well. There's a couple more that look kind of goofy. I don't know where they are, but there's nothing special about them. Another thing a lot of people don't know about this AK, you can actually slap a M4 stock on it if you want to. So you can actually slap one of these MOE stocks on there if you want to. Let's see here. It's actually this ME adapter for AK, which I think you can buy from, here it is, Skier. Skier has this ME adapter for AK. You buy it there. Skier will give that to you for what, 4,300 rupees. It's not very much. You buy that, and then you can actually slap it on there, which I already did. You just saw that. And then once you do that, you can put a buffer tube on there. You buy these Colt A2 buffer tubes, or the CST or the CA2 are both buyable from Peacekeeper as well. And you'd buy the CST, the Colt buffer tube, to put one of these MOEs, I believe. Where is it? Yeah, right here, MOE stock. So see, you can actually put an M4 stock on there if that's how you want to roll. And it doesn't look bad. It's pretty nice. And you actually need that this ME adapter for this basic stock as well, which I think this one you buy from Skier, which also doesn't look bad. But I do believe that these original stocks actually provide you the best recoil reduction, because you can actually, this is the only one besides the foldable stock that you can put these rubber butt pads on, which are really, really, really OP, I believe. So if you take a look at this, you look at the recoil reduction right here. So it's right here. Let's put this on there. So just watch how much further this goes down when you put this on there. It just cuts out a big chunk of that. So that's why I like to use this, and it works on the foldable stock as well. So see, I already got one on there. But that thing, I think they're probably gonna nerf it, because that really is the one thing that you'll notice if you forget one, that you're like, oh yeah, I forgot a butt pad, because the recoil will be a big change there. Again, if I forget stuff, just put it in the comments, and I will try to put it in the next video if I space anything. I'm trying to get this all in one rundown here. So I think next we'll do the AK-74N. I'm going to take this off. Put this on here. So again, yeah, this is the same grip. Really good for all of them. And like I was saying earlier, you got to buy that that dust cover, which is, I thought I bought one. Let's see. I am pretty damn sure I bought one. Yeah, it's right here. So again, that's next to that 10,000 Tula Picatinny rail. It's right above it. And that's what you need to mod the back end of this one, to be able to put sights on the back. And that same foregrip for the AK, everything works the same on this gun as well. So I'll actually need to take it off of here, I think. Or no, it's right here, yeah. So you take this off, and then that'll allow you to take that off, and then you put it. You can actually, it's interchangeable. So this works on the AK and the AK-74. And the only one it doesn't work for is that mini, the very small AK-74U. But same thing goes for this one. You put this on there, and then you're able to use that same really cool foregrip, which this is definitely my favorite one. Just makes it look so much more badass. But you can also use that same silencer. Let's take it off of here. So it's completely interchangeable. See, I just took that hybrid off of this gun. Now I can actually go over here to this gun, and I can put it on there. Same silencer works on that gun as well. I'm actually going to double check to see if it works on the AK as well. Let's see. Yep, so yeah, it's interchangeable in all of those guns. The hybrid will work for any of these. All the way from any of the pistols, all the way up to 5.56 to 45. So yeah, it'll literally, I guess this will work on anything. This is the one silencer that you can use on anything. But when you get into specifics, there's actually silencers that are specifically for these guns. Like these ones, you can buy that. They're specifically for M4s and will only work on M4s. You can buy those from Peacekeeper. He's going to be the one that sells a lot of these things. But this one is specifically for the M4, and I think it actually has better muzzle velocity and things like that. If you buy the ones that are specifically for those guns, you'll usually get a little bit better performance out of them. It's way up here. You're able to slap that on there as well. And let's see here. Kind of going back to the M4 a bit. So those ones are specifically on skier towards the top right here, and you have to buy this compensator right here. It looks like it just says compensator, so you don't know that it's actually, it doubles as an adapter for this. So you can't just buy this outright, just like the other one. You have to buy this adapter, and then you're able to put that on, and then you'll put that on, and then it'll work, which you just saw me do. And then it'll go right on there, and this actually has the best ergonomics for this one. As for the AK-74, there's a hexagon silencer right here. This is the simplest silencer that you can get, because it literally, you just buy the silencer, and this is the only one that you can actually throw directly on the gun. You buy the silencer and it goes directly on there. And this one is actually specifically for the AK-74, which you buy from Skier, level 3 or level 2, I believe. And it'll be right here. And you don't want to confuse it with these other suppressors. It looks very similar. I've bought a couple of these more than a couple times, accidentally thinking it was the AK-74, but it's the one on the top. And then you also have one for a specifically for the AK right here. But the 74 will work on the U and the N, this one right here. And this is the only silencer you buy that will let you put it directly on the rifle after you buy it. And that also gives the best performance for this gun as well. Other than that, I think those are the specifics for this gun as well. So we can actually jump down to this last one. A lot of people don't like to mod this gun because it has a shit recoil. Has the worst recoil out of all of these guns. But if you do want to pimp it out, which I just do because I have too much money. They're actually all in wallets. Doesn't show here, but I have endless amounts of money all up in there. So I like to deck this little. And this is actually my favorite gun to use on factory, and that's the only gun that I will, or no, that's the only level that I'll use this gun on as well. But there are a few things you can actually do to this gun. This is one that you can't buy that dust cover for the AK-74. If you try to buy that dust cover and put it on here, it won't work. It's too much of a smaller gun. So the only way that you can actually mount a sight on this is you'll have to go to Skier, and it's towards the top, and it's right here. It's the B18 mount. You buy that from Skier, and that's the only way you'll be able to mount any kind of sight on this AK-74U. And then you go here. There's the B18 mount, and you're able to put your sight on there. And like I said, that hexagon mag for the AK-74 will fit on this one and that smaller one as well. So if you want to go in there with one of these, it improves the velocity of this gun as well, because it has such a short barrel. So it's a good thing to put on there. Not for being quiet, just for being a little bit more accurate. And then, like I said before, this one works on all of those guns. This grip, all the AKs. And some people, not a lot of people, know that you can change the stock out. And this stock is actually purchased from Skier as well, I believe. Towards the very bottom, and it's right here, and you have to buy this PT lock, which is right next to it. You buy both of these things, and then you'll be able to mod that, and that actually helps with recoil as well, a little bit with accuracy. It's gonna be a gun that kicks all over the place just because of how small it is, but it does help improve it a little bit. So then you're able to put that there, and it's actually a foldable stock as well, which is why I like it. The other shitty one is as well, but this one just makes it a little more accurate. And then one of the only other things you can do to this gun is you can change out the handguard to the B11 handguard, which is actually in the same area on Skier as the AK-74 dust cover. And this Tula mount is right here, B11 for the AKU. Buy that, and then you're able to put a foregrip on it as well. So you put that on there, and then you're able to mod it with whatever you want. And then this thing actually looks very badass. It's ready to go. And I think that's about the extent of your customization of this gun. That's the most you'll be able to do to this gun. There's not too many options, but anyway, I think that's everything. If I forgot anything, just remind me down below. I'm actually on Twitch, guys, if you guys want to check me out. Yeah Gaming. I'll link it in the description below. If you like this, please like the video. Give me any kind of suggestions. I know this is going to be a lot of like quiet background, no music or anything. Just let me know how I can improve videos. If I get enough likes and things like that, I'll do this style of video again. So just give me a break, because I've never done anything like this before. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good one, and yeah, keep checking back for more videos. Go check out that Twitch channel if you get a chance. Alright, thanks guys.